Okay, so January 14th, I decided to light a fire in the kiln here. Now, the chimney right now is not done. What I did is I finished the cover for this thing, and the bricks were a little kind of frozen together, damp. Wanted to get a fire going in here to kind of dry things out. What I did is I took the form off for the roof today after I got the steel all welded up, actually bolted up. So here's the form that I used for the arch. I just took that down and bricked up the door again. Got a couple of fires going. Pretty happy with the way this kiln came out. I have to get a buddy of mine to help get the chimney up. Here's the rest of the chimney. That's 8 feet. I need to cut about a foot off it and then get it up on top of the brick chimney. Now I did steel, that's 12 gauge steel. I didn't have any more bricks. Couldn't find any more bricks for a reasonable price, so I went down to the local steel fabricator and had him weld up this chimney section. So I'll cut a foot off of that and put it on top of the chimney here. Put a couple 3 supports down to the roof, obviously so it doesn't tip over. I have a pretty slick little system for that. I'll show you when I do it. All in all, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to feed these fireboxes for about an hour or so, maybe 2. You can tell there's not enough draft because see all the smoke poking out of the door. Those are all, obviously that's just loose set, that's the door there. But these are dry set as well, but I really took my time with them and made sure they were pretty tight. So it should be alright. And of course the spring arch is looking pretty good too. Little leak out of there where the door meets it. Let's go look over here. A little bit of a leak right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some 2-inch fiber insulating stuff. Put 2 or 4 inches on top of that roof. And I'm thinking I'm going to put 1 inch or 2 inch on the sides as well. Try and tighten this thing up. Some draft going, stop any leaks. Now the chimney is separate. It's not built into the wall. I built the wall and then I built the chimney against it. So where the chimney is, there's plenty of insulation obviously. And I'm not sure I'm going to do this 12 or 14 inches here. I just might leave that. I just might do the sides. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how much I have left over. Make a little video on that too when I do it. Get an idea about how to secure that to the side. So, all in all, I'm pretty happy. I need to do one more little section of corrugated roofing here. Other than that, framework's done. I just need to bolt these corner pieces. I just did these today. A couple of nails in each one, but I'm going to lag bolt those so they're nice and tight. Trim off some extra there, drag the generator up and do a little trimming, so not bad. The grates are 1-inch welded square stock, and it's 2/3 the height at the bottom, and then the top we loaded is a third. So I guess with these fast fire kilns you're supposed to do 2/3 underneath, so you build up a good bed of coals and then you feed the fresh wood on top. Once it's going, obviously it'll consume it pretty quickly, and you'll have a nice bed of coals on the bottom to catch all the new wood that you put in the top, and then of course the burnt wood falls through the grates. So I'll make a little rake. I originally was going to weld this frame up, but I don't have a stick welder. So I only have a MIG welder, so it doesn't work too well outside. So I ended up bolting it up instead. But it's I'm pretty happy with it. This bolt right here is all thread, and it goes through those bricks all the way to the other side to hold this end together. I didn't know any other way to really do that, so I made a little space in this brick here, all these bricks all the way through, and it's just held together with a piece of all thread. I don't think the heat will bother that too much. We'll see what happens. Those bricks are going to get pretty hot. Should be all right. If it doesn't, my arch will fall in, but I think we'll be all right. So there it is. It's going now. It's pretty smoky. It's poking out. Of course, if I have wear in here, I'll you know, make a slurry with some clay and newspaper and kind of wallpaper the front of this with some, you know, newspaper and clay, and seal up all these leaks. Leaking pretty good now, and again, if the chimney had the other 7 feet on it, it would probably be pulling a lot better, and this wouldn't be leaking as bad. But of course, when this kiln gets up to temperature, there would be fire shooting out of those. So still need to do a couple more things. I need to cut a damper right here. That's not a damper, that's just a brick kind of plugging up the hole. I need to cut a damper for that, and of course cut some spy holes on the sides. Get a pyrometer and set that up somewhere, but other than that, I'm pretty happy. It's really protected by the weather. I didn't want to make this little shelter too big, but I think it's a good size. It'll keep rain, snow off the brick, which is obviously the main goal here, so should be good. All right, till next time.